a welcome for a royal. But on top of all of that, there is this. Trump just signed an executive order defending Qatar's security, giving NATO-level security guarantees to Qatar. Which, by the way, just to be clear about what that could mean, I mean, it should be obvious, but I guess I should also note that Qatar has been hit with missiles from Iran and Israel, both in the past 3 months. It's an incredible series of events. I mean, by the way, in any case, it's an incredible series of events to lay all that out. I can't even believe I'm saying it, and this is real, but it is. But then there's also this, what Trump actually said in the past on the record about the Qataris before they showered him with gifts and money.
The nation of Qatar, unfortunately, has historically been a funder of terrorism at a very high level.
And that's right there.
Hey, guys, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Hey, guys, thank you for clicking this video. Just to let you know, this is a segment from my live streams that I do Sunday through Friday. Once again, if you want to catch the live stream, that is going to be Sunday through Friday, 6:30 Mountain Time. And if you don't know what time that is in your time, go ahead and Google it. But once again, enjoy the video, subscribe, and like this video.
Out one of her posts, she
hold on.
Quote,
check this out.
Betrayed fierce backlash tonight from the MAGA base after this surprising announcement with great fanfare from the Trump administration.
I'm also proud that today we're signing a letter of acceptance to build a Qatari Emiri Air Force facility at the Mountain Home Air Base in Idaho. The location will be host a contingent of Qatari F-15s and pilots to enhance our combined training, increase lethality, interoperability.
He's sitting next to a member of...
Bro, ladies and gentlemen, and anything in between, okay? What in the hell is going on? They are literally building a foreign air base in America. What? How do you? And it's not like it's a close ally. Not like it's like Canada. You see what I'm saying? Like, no. What is going on in this country? I don't get it. Can somebody please try to explain to me? Because I literally am at a zero, at a loss for words. I can't even come up with an excuse. I want to see. I would pay money to hear someone like Scott Jennings or any of these other Republican idiots try to explain this. I mean, I don't know.
Of the Qatari royal family there, just to be clear. It's an announcement that caught everyone off guard. The administration greenlighting a plan for Qatar to build an Air Force facility in Idaho. And Trump's base is livid about it. Far-right activist Laura Loomer, who has Trump's ear, highly influential in MAGA world, lashing out. One of her posts, she says, what the hell is going on? Why are we trying to train more Muslims how to fly planes on U.S. soil? Didn't we already learn our lesson? Why are we encouraging more Islamic infiltration of our country by the founders of Hamas and the Muslim Brotherhood? This is very bad for our national security.
Once again, I don't ever give any props or anything to any racist, hateful person. So Laura Loomer can shove that tweet. You see what I'm saying? But once again, that shows you right there. That shows you right there that Trump is only about himself. Trump is only about money and how this is going to benefit or profit himself. Once again, he knows how to lie to people. Even his racist base is like, what are you doing? Why are we doing this? But at the end of the day, even a racist person is going to do whatever they need to get that money. On Twitch, you say, I'm sure this has nothing to do with the gift Qatar gave him. Yeah, definitely not, huh? Of course not. Man. Louder for the people in the back. What in the hell is going on? I don't know. This is crazy. Money rules everything. If you gave Trump enough money, I guarantee you he will be a progressive tomorrow. Not like internally, of course, but I'm just saying he will flip on a dime. He is selling U.S. soil, land. For what? Oh my God, that is crazy to me. Oh, I can't wait to hear these Republican idiots defend this. Oh my goodness gracious, that's crazy.
And by the way, she had a lot more where that came from. Laura Loomer, in fact, has fired off about 40 more posts on X slamming the decision. 40 posts on this today. Watch them populate the screen. They're mad. At one point, writing, "This is where I draw the line. I am not voting in 2026. And then Steve Bannon came out and told Newsweek there should never be a military base of a foreign power on the sacred soil of America. Now, to clarify, Qatar has built...
Did he really just say that? He said there should never be a military base of a foreign power on the sacred, which is kind of funny, sacred soil of America. And then it just dawned on me, okay? Check this out. It just dawned on me. If you feel that way, then you should be against all the other military bases we have planted in all these countries out there. If you disagree with a foreign nation having military access within our country, maybe we shouldn't have in their country either. I'm just saying. It just dawned on me like, oh, this is how that feels like. This is how that feels like. All those other countries probably had the same reaction, but in their own language. Of course, I'm not going to pretend, but can you imagine how mad they were? U.S. is bringing military here? Oh, but now, hey, but once again, all these MAGA idiots, all these Republicans sworn up and down that they wanted a businessman. They didn't want a president. They didn't want a leader. They wanted a businessman to run this country like a business. And this is exactly what happens when you treat a country like it's a business. And unfortunately, I'll give it to you. Okay, if you want to run this like a company, okay, sure, go for it. We're already steeped in capitalism. Like, go ahead. But once again, you give it to a person that bankrupt how many casinos, how many businesses had failed under Donald Trump? How many times did he declare bankruptcy? I mean, okay, for a second, let me pretend like I understand. You want to run America like a business. Okay, let me turn my brain off just to understand that. Got you. Give it to a very well-known receipts showing businessman. Then maybe we can talk. maybe we can talk. But you give it to, how do you bankrupt a casino? People are literally giving you money. They're shoving money in your face, and you're like, let me bankrupt not one, not two, not three strikes, you're out, 4. Oh my God, man. I got nose hair. That's tickling my nose right now. But once again, that's crazy.
Base of a foreign power on the sacred soil of America. Now, to clarify, Qatar is building a facility to house a squadron of F-15 pilots and teams. I mean, that's a lot of Qatari military personnel on an existing U.S. base. And maybe there are serious security concerns with that, but there are concerns. There are when it comes to corruption. For one, this is the same country that gifted Trump the luxury jet. Remember the jet? Reported price tag on it was $400 million. The jet that Trump wants to use is Air Force One, right? That was Qatar. And by the way, when it comes to money, because it always does, Trump's family and the Qataris are business partners now. Eric Trump recently unveiled plans for a new golf course and a beachside resort in Qatar. And Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, has raised billions of dollars from several Middle Eastern countries, including Qatar. Qatar is also central to the Trump's Middle East crypto strategy, which is now the bulk of his net worth, helped make his children billionaires. Most recently, Qatar also made sure to stay in Trump's good graces by rolling out the red carpet for the president during his visit as president. Fighter jets escorted Air Force One into the airspace of Qatar. On the ground, the spectacle had Cybertrucks, horses, and camels, a welcome for a royal. But on top of all of that, there is this. Trump just signed an executive order defending Qatar's security, giving NATO-level security guarantees to Qatar. Which, by the way, just to be clear about what that could mean, I mean, it should be obvious, but I guess I should also note that Qatar has been hit with missiles from Iran and Israel, both in the past 3 months. It's an incredible series of events. I mean, by the way, in any case, it's an incredible series of events to lay all that out. I can't even believe I'm saying it, and this is real, but it is. But then there's also this, what Trump actually said in the past on the record about the Qataris before they showered him with gifts and money.
The nation of Qatar, unfortunately, has historically been a funder of terrorism at a very high level.
And that right there.
Hey, guys, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, what is going on? What's going to happen? Martial law and Trump, declares to be king, or does the Qatari military take over the United States with the help of Trump and this administration to stay in power? Like, what is going on here? I don't know anymore. I don't know. I mean, I did know then, but at least I kind of had like some hopes, like, okay, we got our courts, we have our legal system. Nah, it didn't stop. It didn't stop this. It didn't stop this. I don't know. That's
is a big part of why MAGA is breaking with Trump over this Qatari Air Force facility in the state of Idaho. But by the way, this is not the only crack splitting the MAGA world. This was today, but Joe Rogan has spoken out, tearing into Trump's immigration policy.
Let's just talk about the immigration thing. The way it looks is horrific. When you're just arresting people in front of their kids and just normal, regular people that have been here for 20 years, that everybody who has a heart can't get along with that.
No.
Everybody who has a heart sees that and goes, that can't be right. That can't be right. That can't be the only way to do this.
No, Joe Rogan. The more crazy events that are transpiring in front of us, the more I will never forgive idiots like Joe Rogan. What do you, sweet God, what do you mean oh my God, I can't believe this. Oh my God. I mean, you can't be doing this. he told you that he wanted to do this. And you said, oh my God, he's just like, trying to own the libs, right? He doesn't really mean that. When he said he wanted to be a dictator on day one, he was just playing around. He was, what are you talking about? He's just joking. He's a silly old man. Joe Rogan, I swear, you're probably like 100 pounds bigger than me. I'm 200, I'm 205, okay? I'm pretty well built. You're probably 300 something. Big, you know all these martial arts and things like that, and I swear, I would take you down just off this frustration I have because of people like you. I promise you. Anytime, I swear, something in me is on fire right now. Something in me is, I can't explain it. It is crazy. We have literal idiots gave this country away to someone who bragged about what he wanted to do. And now, with his ugly little face, he's just slouched over, so confused. Oh my God, like, how could this happen? I mean, you can't really do this, right? You idiot. Bro, what is going on? Oh man, we're kind of screwed, man.
Critics.
Because if they can tell you what to say, they're telling you what to think. There is nothing they can't do to you because they don't consider you human. They don't believe you have a soul.
And when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein, Marjorie Taylor Greene slamming a statement by the White House that labeled any support for the release of the Epstein files as a, quote, hostile act.
The hostile act has been against these women for so many years now. The hostile act is covering up for Jeffrey Epstein and everyone else that's been involved in this. And that's the real hostile act.
Kristen Holmes is out front live outside the White House. And
oh my goodness. Fancy, you said there's quite a bit of MAGA that's gonna start fake pivoting. I swear I would never ever consider these, and someone said it, Mitt, you said it, not just idiots, traitors. These people are traitors to the country. I don't say that in like a trying to be rude way. I believe that with every fiber of my being. They are traitors. Every sense of the word. But it's too late. It might be too late, guys.
And, you know, Kristen, obviously we're putting in the context of so many issues where there are fault lines. But tonight, real anger in MAGA world about this latest announcement. What are you learning?
Yeah, there is real anger about that. And I do want to talk about the cracks overall, because I actually think what we just learned moments ago, which is not about the Air Force Base, but actually about these federal worker layoffs, is going to cause real strain on the relationship between the administration and a lot of Republicans on Capitol Hill, because we've just learned in a court filing that more than 4,000 federal workers were laid off today. And just to give you an idea of what that looks like, it's about 315 workers at the Department of Commerce, 466 workers at the Department of Education, 187 at the Department of Energy. That list goes on and on. A couple of things to point out here. There were already reservations among Republicans as to how this shutdown was being handled. We've heard them speak out about it. The fact that the House has not been called into session. The fact that these workers' pay was being threatened. We heard President Trump saying some workers didn't deserve to get paid, and at one point saying they were going to look at the law differently, the law he signed in 2019, to say that they wouldn't have to pay those furloughed workers. But now you have a complete restructuring of the federal workforce. Of course, we know that the president has extended powers during a government shutdown, but it's really unprecedented to use them in this way to restructure the government essentially in your image, because what we know from Russell Vought, the head of the Office of Management and Budget and from President Trump is that they want to cut Democratic programs. They want to cut programs that don't align with President Trump. And now we're learning how many people lost their jobs just today. And that was a real point.
Oh my God. Hey, okay. Fancy, you said, hey, it's this prick's first year. Not even a full year. We're not even a full year in. That's the scary part. Oh my God. He has made so many groundbreaking first time in history within 10 months. That is crazy. I swear, if any glimmer, shimmer, himmer of light of democracy survives after his term, I will be so surprised. I kid you not. You better have a plan B. And if you ain't got no plan B, you better have a Second Amendment with you. You better have a couple of them things. At first, like now, yeah, I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking with you. That is crazy. Check this out.
I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra.